Hi, my name is Audie Gonzalez, and this is While the Baby Sleeps. For those of you who have been around for a while, you know that I recently updated my audiegonzalez.com website, so you guys should go check that out. And you may have even heard that it took me a very long time to get it updated. Um, what happened? I'm going to give you the brief rundown. So before you click off the video of like, I don't want to hear about your website, you want to hear about my website, give me just a minute. So I purchased a theme. I changed my hosting provider. I was like, I'm going all in, making some adjustments that are going to make things easier for me. And then also, they're going to make things a lot more pretty on the front end, which I was really excited about. Speed up the website, good, fun stuff, user retention, all of that. So it seemed like it was going to be so easy, and I was like, they have this option of like what's called a staging site, so you can go in and like edit, change, like make changes before you like upload them. So I'm like, I'm over here, like to me this sounds like I'm going to shop for furniture, right? And I picked the furniture store, and the reason why I picked this furniture store is because they're like, hey, free delivery. And I'm like, wow, okay, we'll even install it in your home. Okay, great, I can do that. So that's what in my mind I think I'm going into as I'm purchasing this furniture. Um, which is actually me making the website. So I went through and I started redesigning page by page. I'm deleting stuff, I'm moving things, I'm adding photos. It's gorgeous. I'm so happy with it. And I had everything fixed the way I wanted it, and I went to upload the changes, and the little button that says make changes wasn't working. And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna reach out to customer service. So I reached out to customer service and they were like, yeah, so there's some issues on the back end that actually we can't fix. Like, you have to fix them. And I was like, what? I'm not a web developer. And at this point, to me in the furniture situation, it seems kind of like, oh yeah, like we said we'd deliver to you, but your address is not in our range of delivery. And it's like, oh, okay, so how do you want me to get this furniture home? And it's like, we don't know. However you'd like to get it home. So I think the ease of this should have been a warning sign, but the ease of the way it was supposed to be. But anyway, long story short, I'm talking to customer service and I'm like, no, like you guys have access to everything. There's no reason that I should have to do this. So they went in and like they changed the URL and basically uploaded the site, but like deleted my current site. And so my website, audiegonzalez.com, was like offline for like 3 days. And I also couldn't log in to my website for like 3 days. Which is kind of a big deal when you work virtually like this. And so I finally got them to fix it. And I kind of just felt defeated because I was like, I don't know what else to do. So I start reaching out to friends and I'm like, customer service won't help me. What do I do? And they're like, I don't know. Customer service won't help me. What do I do? I don't know. And I'm getting this over and over and over and over. Like I said, 60 hours put into this at this point. And I like, it was so much time that I felt like I wasted. I felt like a complete failure. So I finally, eventually, I just bit the bullet. I went through and I edited every single page. I copied code over. Like I have two monitors here, and so I just had like moved one thing from the other back and forth. I double checked everything. It took me another maybe like 10 hours to get everything moved over. Um, and it was like it was so long. But it was worth it. And so I finally got all of that together. And at this point, I just kind of thought like it felt bad. Like I felt like I had given up on the staging site. Like I had felt like I gave up on my original plan. And so that it made me feel bad. And I wasn't really sure why. So I started like exploring those feelings. And so like my first thought was like I was a failure. Um because I couldn't get this to work. But then upon further like investigation, I was like, okay, maybe not a failure, but this should have worked, right? Like why didn't this work? Why why didn't this button work? I did some self-coaching and I realized it came down to this. So just quitting on this and doing it the old-fashioned way. Does that make me a quitter or does that make me resilient? Um And being able to do it, does that mean that I should have just done it like that in the first place? Um, and I should have known better about the staging site. And so I was stuck between like these two like possible versions of the truth. And I was really down on myself about it. Like I said, at the end of the day, I gave it the old college try. I got it fixed. And I thought it was kind of silly because I was thinking, am I a web developer? No. So does that mean I failed at web developing? I don't think so. Um, no Olympian gets it right on the first try, and when it comes to web developing, I'm absolutely not an Olympian. Um, and so what I want to do is pass this on to you, and I want you to think of something that you're currently holding a crazy high standard for yourself. That's something in your life, and pivot with that. Like I'm not a web developer. I did this the hard way that I knew how to do because I didn't know how to do the back end, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that I failed. Um it doesn't mean that I did it wrong. Like it's just the way that it worked, and that's completely fine. And so think of something in your life the same way. Like you have like literally a billion, you have way too many chores, you have way too many things that are going on, work, kids, chores, husband, like cooking dinner, like there's too much on your plate. Like you either don't have enough like proper resources as far as like routines or whatnot, but like there's a lack of skill there. Some place where there's a lack of skill. And then just remind yourself that you're not an Olympian and it's okay to start from scratch and learn this on your own and start from the ground up because that's what we're given. We're not born Olympians for the most part, at least. Um, and so yeah, I mean for me it was I was trying to understand and learn coding, but I'm not a web developer. And so I'm not gonna beat myself over the head over that. But yeah. So whatever it is, give yourself some grace. Ask for help, and if all else fails, just start over. If you'd like to go check out my website, audiegonzalez.com, you should. And you can click on the freebies tab, and you can find a bunch of free resources that I have for you guys. So you can go check those out, and we'll see you in the next episode.